Hi, Amanda. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, and oracle card advisor. How are you doing? Okay, I think you've probably been around my page long enough. You probably know how this works, but I'll just say I hear, see, feel, know, sense. Sometimes smell and taste. I get clues. They're like, I call it spiritual charades, where they'll show me a picture and then I have to feel it, see it, describe it to you, and then you hopefully will understand what the heck we're talking about. A lot of times they talk. I'm not real good at names, so if I get a name, you got to kind of take it outside the box a little bit. It should be fairly close, at least the beginning letter. Um, Other than that, and I will say, I normally will not do readings for really small children, really infants. I will not do readings for infants because most of it's because it's really it'd be hard for me to do a half-hour reading or 45-minute reading on somebody who wasn't here long enough to have memories and events with you and things like that. So I mean, I can say they're fine, they're with so and so, blah blah blah, but it just there's just so I can give you a little bit, and then we'll see who else pops in with it. But normally, I would refund the money if somebody sent me money because they wanted me to do a reading for an infant. But for some reason, I felt like I needed to do yours. So we'll just see how this works. I'm not making any promises. Yep, I'm going to have my rude habits, my tea, and my little cigarette there. We do the comfy home version. So let's see. I believe you said his name is Roman. He's he's showing that there was absolutely no pain involved. None. He's actually showing himself like flipping around doing cartwheels and things like that in the womb. Like like fun time, fun time. He's he's knocking on the side of it going, I'm here, I'm here. Just want to make sure you know I'm here. I've really never done a reading like this, but he's actually it's like he's in there, but he sees the people walking by you. He knows the people walking by you. He's kind of going, "Hi." That's different. Maybe there was a reason I was supposed to do this. He's mentioning something about cake. You eating cake, and it did not agree with him. So, did you eat cake somewhere at some time? were still pregnant and you had a very upset stomach. It has nothing to do with the cause of anything. Just something about the cake he didn't like. He's showing some kind of green icing on it. I don't know if it would be like the petals of a flower or something. He's a very, very excitable, very bouncy, bubbly, vibrant little soul. Like he's here, he's there, he's there, he's here, he's here, he's here. He's like, pss, 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 pss. You're probably, the way he's bouncing around, the way he's bouncing around, you're going to see something. Probably you're either going to catch orbs in your pictures because it's just like pss, 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 just pew, pew. You're either going to catch orbs like that in your pictures or you're going to see something out of the corner of your eye. Now, when this happens, try not to turn your head and look with your peripheral vision. But I don't, because, and I do it. You'd think I'd learn by now. See something in the corner of my eye, and of course you turn your head to see what it is, and there's nothing there. But there was something there. So I don't know what it is about the peripheral vision. That I don't think you're going to see like him, but I think you're going to see more like orbs. Maybe you're going to see it in your peripheral vision, like there and it's gone, there and it's gone. He's just a little bouncy thing. Um, they're not. There's a lot of times when we come to this earth that we are not going to stay here. We like a planned exit point, and something like this, they come here for a reason, something they want to experience. I do believe in more than one life. I do believe we live more than once. I do believe we come here to learn lessons. I do believe that there was something he was supposed to come here and experience, but not only him, but he picked you to have this experience with. That he was not supposed to stay here. Tell her I love her. Tell her thank you for the experience. Tell her I had a great time. Okay, he's showing me a crab, a real crab, a live crab. So I don't know if you've eaten crab legs lately, or you've been to a beach where you saw a crab, and that will be a sign that he'll send you once in a great while, but I don't think that he'll flip back in very often. Other than psst, 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 psst. He says he would like it very much if you would have another child because he was not meant to stay here. That wasn't his part of the journey. think about things that happened around this event. I mean, how do I want to say this? What did you learn from this event? Did you learn to love more? Did you pull in closer with family? Did you learn to take care of yourself better? I mean, there's something that you learned out of this. There's something you learned. The worse the experience, the harder the lesson, the more painful it is, the more we learn, because those are the ones you remember. The ones that are really happy and gleeful and you just kind of foo-foo them off. But the ones that hurt, kick your ass the hardest, are the ones we learn the most from. He's mentioning cherries, the fruit. And like I said, that I won't do these normally because there's not that many things that they can say about their experience. They weren't here very long. It must be something about you eating cherries. There's a song you sang to him. Excuse me. There's a song you sang to him when nobody was around. He knew he was loved, and he says the next one will be loved too, maybe even more so. He saw your tears. He knew what you wanted, but it wasn't meant to be this time. He says, don't let my short life weigh in on the next one. Only bring good out of it to the next one. Tell me too. So I don't know if you have any other children, but he's saying too. He doesn't want you to have any regrets. He says, do not blame yourself. Do not take that weight. You need to let that weight go because this has happened the way it was supposed to. I don't feel like he has anything else to say. See, it's just too hard to get much of a reading off of this. Um, He said when he left, and he's showing he had a big smile on his face, big smile. He said he accomplished what he wanted to. When he left, he went back to your mom, and your mom took care of him and made sure he got to where he needed to go. I ask your mom to step forward, but I'm not getting her. It's like I can see her very, very vaguely, and he just kind of scooped. He was there. I keep hearing the name Bill. I keep hearing the name Bill. Unless I'm just getting, no, his name's Roman. I don't usually get names correctly. So definitely man with a B that's trying to be acknowledged. And I know you asked for your grandpas and your mom. If this didn't last very long. I have a male figure stepping forward. I don't like to do it this way. I like to have a picture. That way I don't have to go about all this describing, trying to figure out who they are and how they're related and all that stuff. It just works much better for me. I believe this is your Grandpa Richard. He's wearing very casual clothes. Blue jeans. Well, it's probably a t-shirt and like a red um, flannel shirt, but it's more like a jacket. Oh, good grief, it better not be. Sorry, that was for me. We're going to let this one go. Now let's see what we get. See, I don't have pictures of them, and I just they're being very very vague. Okay. I know you didn't ask for any grandmas, but I'm getting an older lady stepping through. She says her name starts with an A. Her hair is kind of long and wavy, but it's really, really light, kind of silvery. She says you'll know who she is. She says she called you Cuddle Bunny. She was around when you were little, like the age to be on a tricycle. She's showing herself helping you on a tricycle and pushing you around. Chocolate chip cookies associated with her. And does everybody love chocolate chip cookies? She's showing you awfully young, so I hope this isn't. I always ask them not to bring a memory through where you're too young in the memory to remember it. Now, back then, she's showing herself as tall, slender, with darker hair, kind of business professional, like a nice crisp skirt and a nice crisp white shirt, very slim. She says, tell her back in the day I resembled olive oil on Popeye. I'm not getting an exact relationship with her, so you might have to think back it might be a neighbor or somebody that babysat you. I'm not feeling the relationship. But she's still showing this tricycle. So I hope this is somebody you can remember. You might have to ask somebody in the family. This is what happens when I don't have pictures, when I don't have the exact one to tune in on. We get anybody that wants to step through. But I will say, Spirit, Spirit never wastes a message. They do not waste their energy. There's always a reason for what they show or what they say. And it's just my job as, I guess I ought to stop smoking my cigarette, my job to be the vessel to bring the information to you. Not for me to know, none of my business. She wants to thank you for being a spark in her life. She seemed like maybe kind of a serious type lady back in the day. And she said you brought some spark and some fun into her life. I'm not sure this woman had any children. But she enjoyed being around you. Oh, she's got a fly swatter in her hand. I don't know if she was using that to to swat flies or to swat your butt. Back then, we could use fly swatters. Our little corporal punishment. She says you're a gorgeous creature. I don't know why she called you creature. Gorgeous creature on this earth. And you're meant to shine your light. And you need to shine that light because you have a lot of light to shine. She says she saw that in you when you were little. And she's been watching you ever since. And I asked her how long she's been gone. And I saw 5, so I'm assuming 5 years. And she pops in and checks in on you. And that's a good thing. I always kind of giggle when somebody goes, I need you to come to my house. I have a demon in here. I have a ghost. And usually it's grandma or somebody like this who just pops in to check on you because there's things that they know up there. They don't know everything. They still don't know everything. There's things they know up there that they can kind of come down and help guide you, open doors for you, um, put opportunities in front of you. And okay, now she's touching my head, and I know I was just itching my head. It feels like I have head lice. I'm itching, and this seems to be their general energy. A lot that I get is the head itching. So if you get the creepy bug feeling, that's a sign she's there. All right, stop. And she said, as far as being professional, like if you want a career or anything to do with how to handle your money, call on her. Her name's, all right, stop with the itching. Name starts with an A. It's like Alice, Alicia, something like that. Now she's giving me the image of olive oil again. So ask for olive oil. Like if you have if you want help, help with financial things, I call on my stepfather because he was a financial wizard when he was here. Made money hand over fist. Don't call on Uncle Joe if he didn't have a pot to piss in and didn't know how to keep his money. So you see what I mean? You call on the people that have been here, that knew how to do it when they were here, because they're going to have more of an idea of how to handle it here and how to help you get what you want, get what you need. You don't get what you want, you get what you need. We all want, and we don't get what we want. Because I've been asking for millions of dollars for a long time. Guess what? I've been asking, don't ask for lottery numbers because you're not going to get it. Or I'd have them all. Okay, so we might have to try the deal with your mom and your grandpa's. I don't know. Have you been on my Constant Connections page lately? Where I do the free mini mediumships on Tuesday. You might try that. I don't know if I'm not getting them because I didn't do it the way I normally do with pictures and stuff. That way I know who I have right off the bat. So this reading is a little different. It was still nice, still pleasant. We still connected. And it is harder to do readings the way I do them because I get the exact person that you want to talk to. Here I don't know who she is, but she came forward with a message for you, and I personally don't want my great 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 grandfather because I didn't know him. So unless he's got something really pertinent to tell me, I try to connect with the ones that you absolutely want to hear from, and it is harder. It is harder. I hear mom say, "I love you. I'm watching you. I hear everything you say," but she's not stepping forward. Like I hear she's talking. Apple pie or apple pie dowdy or apple pie, apple pie something, not just apple pie. Apple pie downy? Yeah, can't quite hear the word. Is that something that she made? Or something you've made lately that she knows about? Just trying to give it a second of validation there. She She saw you stub your toe. This must have been just recently. And when you picked up your foot, to look at it and hold it, and you were crying because it hurt so much, that you weren't just crying because of your toe. You were crying because of the situation that just happened, more than the toe hurting. And she saw this, and she brought her love in to comfort you, even though you may not have felt it. She's not showing me touching you, but she brought that love energy in around you. And it's like when I like to walk down my river road, and that's where I do some of my best woo-woo work. And there's a lot of people that'll be down there, and they'll be sitting on benches, and you can tell, and I can feel them because I'm an empath, and I can feel that they're sad and they're lonely, or they're something. So I put pink bubbles around them for love, or wrap them in a pink blanket, or because they can honestly feel that energy. And that's what your mom did for you. It's like she wrapped you in this bubble of love. And it wasn't just about your toe. She says, don't doubt that she's around. Usually don't get them stepping forward without seeing them. She wants you to go back to dancing around the house, clapping your hands, bouncing, turn the music up. That's one of the things I tell so many people. Crank that music up in your house and dance like nobody's watching, because, well, if you're in your house, nobody's watching if nobody's home. Crank that music up. Make it something that you just want to belt out a song to. She says, and let that past thing go. Release it. It's the way it was supposed to be. There's better coming. And we're all here to help you. Now she's mentioning there's two men standing behind her. She's mentioning them. She says, and many more. Many more. All right, with that, my head itch again. Stop. Okay, so I can feel her energy right here, and it's like pushing. It's very, very strong, kind of pushing my head. But I don't know how to tell you how you would feel it, because I don't feel it on my skin. I just feel, how when somebody walks up behind you, you don't see them, but you feel them? That's the same thing. I was actually in a paranormal investigation thing the other day. And, I was seeing the spirits here and here and here in this house and whatever. And then I felt this really strong one walk up behind me, and I thought, holy crap. It was a real person, but I felt him. But I thought it was really strong. I usually don't feel people that strong, but I'm trying to describe what I did. Hopefully you can feel her presence. Other than, stop the itching, please. I'm gonna go wash my hair. I feel like I got head lice. The head itching happens all the time when they're closed. And sometimes their energy will feel like goosebumps or tingles or warmth, or like Like when my Bob comes in and he gets really close, the outside of my left ear will feel like it's burning up. Now he just said thanks a lot. Well, it does. He needs to show it more often. Mom says, clap your hands, put them together, and be grateful for the life that you have instead of looking for what you don't have, because you have a pretty awesome life and it's not all about the mansions. She says, you have a lot of love around you. Oh, she's waving. She's getting ready to leave. She puts her finger up to her lips and she says, shh, something about you and her have a secret together. Something about you guys having a secret together. And she said, it's okay. It's okay. The secret is okay. And she's pulling back, stepping away. So, like I said, this was a much different reading than what I usually do. So, gotta step out of my box once in a while anyway. I hope it helps you. I hope you see the little flitting around. And I have a feeling when the next one comes along that you may not see those anymore or not very often. Because I hear there will be a next one. And you'll cherish it more because of this situation. Okay, they've all stepped back. Okay, so much love to you. I hope this works out okay for you. Like I said, different, but that's good. We all need to branch out. See y'all later. And don't forget, go make somebody smile today. Go make somebody else smile today. Even if you have to do a weird dance in front of them. Go make somebody. Who cares if they think you're batshit crazy? Everybody thinks I'm crazy. Love you, sweetheart. See you later. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, and oracle card advisor. See ya.